Dalile, todos with 5 minutes with 10 little live feature. 34 minutes after 7 is our time. Once again, good morning from Eyespy Radio. This is your boy 𝐸𝐢𝐴𝐺𝐸𝐴 saying a big good morning talanoaga and welcoming everybody to the show. Just as promised, we have special guests in the studio. Right now, I'm just going to give the boys a chance to introduce themselves.
Thank you. Great to be here. My name is Troy, and I'm one of the co-directors for Healthy Samoa.
Talanoaga Troy, welcome to the show.
My name is Nate. I am a diabetes educator. I'm a nurse, and I come along to help with the diabetes education.
Talanoaga Nate.
My name is Puka 𝐸𝐴. I play football for the Los Angeles Rams, and I'm here to be a part of Healthy Samoa with Troy and the squad.
Welcome, also.
And I'm Sean. I'm one of the co-directors as well.
Well, talanoaga, as you heard, of course, the key word that is put out by the team, Healthy Samoa, is diabetes. And, of course, it's not only a big issue here in the Pacifica, but, of course, here in Samoa, the numbers are high. And it's good that you guys are here putting out the good work and discussing and talking a little bit more about it, getting everybody educated. But before we do push on, of course, it's very good that we understand the origin and the purpose of course, the visit. Because is it just Samoa, or are you guys going around the Pacific?
We are just focusing on Samoa right now.
Yes.
Upolu and Savaii is our main focus. We've not really talked much about the rest of the Pacific. We believe there is a need in the rest of the Pacific, but right now, strictly Samoa.
Yes. And of course, can you tell us from Troy, when did Healthy Samoa, the program, when did it start?
Started in 2016, and our first visit here for Healthy Samoa was in 2017.
Yes.
I'd been coming since 2010 with another program, doing another health initiative.
Yeah.
But 2017 is when Sean and I started coming over.
And for Mole, what are the primary goals of Healthy Samoa?
Our primary goal is to decrease the rate of diabetes in Samoa. Currently, right now, Samoa, both islands, is greater than 40% diabetes.
Yeah.
And so 4 in 10 Samoans have diabetes, regardless of which island. And pre-diabetes is greater than 30%. So that's that area between we test you and the numbers are a little higher than they should be. And then if things don't change, that can progress to diabetes. So that those numbers can increase.
It is. I know it's not going to be an easy job. It's going to be quite difficult to get the message out and, of course, educate people on diabetes because, Pacific Islanders, we love food. But the thing is, what happened is lately we've becoming to love the wrong type of food. We're big people, we're strong eaters, but, of course, food for us is a form of relationship. We sit you down and we enjoy a meal together. That's the Samoa way. But the thing is, with all the fast food chains and the drive-thrus, it's becoming, it's getting out of hand.
It is. And Samoa is becoming like any other developing country.
Yeah.
All those things are easier to get. They're usually cheaper than buying healthy. And so, and it's getting busier. 10 years ago, or when I was coming in 2010, the traffic was not this bad.
Exactly. Not many cars.
And now, so you don't have time. Just like everywhere else in the world, there's no time to make those meals. There's no time to eat the rainbow.
Yeah.
You just got to stop and get something. And we go to the schools, and it seems like outside of every school there's a little convenience store, and that's where the kids go for lunch.
Yeah.
And they get the UFOs and the bongos and
the twisties.
And the twisties. Yeah.
But it's good that, yes, we're talking about educating. And, of course, if you want to educate somebody, you got to start them. You got to get them while they're young. And as put out, of course, you said you guys visited the schools. And for Mole, giving the chance to Lucy and Nate, the diabetes educator, can you tell us how that has been so far, trying to get the word out to the kids and educating the children? And where did you guys visit first?
So we've been on Savaii all last week. We're on Savaii, and we do both things, right? We go to the schools to do educations with the kids, help them understand they need to eat the rainbow, right? We need to go to the doctor if we're sick.
Yes.
We need to drink water, right? Those kinds of things. So we do that. We did that in Savaii last week. We also go into the communities or go to the district hospitals. Last week we were at Tuasivi Hospital, and we also do those diabetes screenings, right, for the adults. So it's kind of that two-pronged approach where we're trying to help the kids learn healthy from a young age, but we also want to help the adults as well.
That's right.
So we screened about 2,500 kids last week on Savaii, and then we'll be screening this week here on Apulu. And then every one of the kids gets a book that teaches about Puka and the great sea turtle, and how he teaches them about how to live healthy and about diabetes and how they can, not be controlled by diabetes.
That's right. Because that's the last thing you want to end up is at the Kidney Foundation with through dialysis.
Exactly.
And it's become a big issue that's growing and growing here at the National Hospital in Mototua.
It is, and that's the big thing. Is we look at the Kidney Foundation and dialysis, that is a repercussion of diabetes.
Yeah.
And so if we can get the message out, we can help them understand that they don't have to end up there.
Yeah.
So
Since we're talking about schools, what are some of the strategies that you guys got planned for the kids? Since it being in the big island of Savaii, you see it's kind of a bit different from Savaii and Upolu. What are some of the strategies that you guys got planned out?
well, we will be in the elementary schools and the colleges this week. So we've got about 2 to 3 schools a day that we'll be going and screening. So about 500 kids a day that we'll screen.
Yeah.
And we'll check them for, height and weight, about is obesity starting.
Yeah.
And then we will check their hearts and their eyes. But the big thing is we'll be in the classrooms doing puppet show with them.
Yeah.
We have a puppet show that teaches them about being healthy and kind of follows the book a little bit. And then we have songs that we're going to teach them that they can then take home and sing to their parents and then teach their parents. So it's kind of we teach the kids teach their parents.
Very nice.
Type
Very nice.
model.
Well, Malo Lava, of course, kicking off our talk back this morning with the team Healthy Samoa. Fatasi mai foi le nei tau wa fo fanga solo ino tau por kalambe. Yeah, tamo fai Italia to 40 le mai suka. And of course, being our other special guest, 𝐬𝐢𝐴 Puka here with us. Some of our listeners, if you don't know, Puka is an NFL pro football player for the Los Angeles Rams here with us today. Talo for Lava, brother. We have big NFL fans here in Samoa. When the Super Bowl is on, everyone goes crazy. Nobody shows up to work the next day. But can you tell us, Puka Vamole, your partnership and your working together with Healthy Samoa, how it's been and how you involved?
Yeah, it's been great. I met Troy when I was back at BYU. I was visiting the hospital over there, and he asked me, he came and asked me if I was Samoan, and I'm telling him where my grandma is from Salemua, and my mom is fully Samoan. And he said they come back and do a trip every year for diabetes. And that's how my father had passed away from diabetes at the age of 45 when I was a young kid. So it was something that deeply connected to my story and my background, and it was something that I wanted to be a part of, knowing that I may not be the healthiest eater, but physical activity and through where the point of Healthy Samoa is to kind of help everybody at a young age. Sports was something that kept me healthy by trying to be the best athlete out there, but then also allowed me to have physical activity and to keep me walking and to try to get my mom and my family involved. And because, like you had mentioned, in the Polynesian culture, food is our way to greet you and to show our love and our respect. So it was trying to not necessarily reshape the mindset, but allow us to widen our perspective of, man, we can have a big meal all together at the dinner table on Sunday, and then we could all take a big walk after. And it could be as simple as that, and it doesn't have to be drastic changes where you're not eating anymore, you're not doing these things, but the small steps to be able to build that foundation so you can set yourself up for a better life.
That's right, guys. Of course, Puka, NFL pro football player for the Los Angeles Rams. And it's also good that you're involved, big fan of sports, and the kids look up. Kids need an icon to look up to. So if they see you and they tell you, even if they don't know what football is or don't know what Rams is, they're going to still go crazy. But of course, still keeping it flowing, because you guys have a very busy start to your day. Of course, community partnership is very important in the Samoa. We work with matais and chiefs and with the village. Are you working with village council or local clinics, and what are the biggest challenges you have faced on ground?
Yeah, we try to integrate our program into the culture in the villages as much as possible.
Yeah.
So yeah, if we can work with the matais directly, we know that whatever the matai say, that goes.
Yeah.
And if we can work with the women's group and
Yes, the Maftangatina. Yeah.
Yep, work with them. And we just did 2 villages last week over in Savaii that were arranged by the women's group, and met there at the Fale, and we screened 60 to 80 people each time.
Yeah.
All because of that. So we have learned that with this culture in Samoa, that if you don't include the matais and you don't include the groups,
You kind of can't get anything done.
you can't get anything done. No,
Yeah.
And so, as much as we can, we absolutely, and we partner with Ministry of Health and Ministry of Education and Ministry of Sports, and we've met with all those.
Yeah.
And we love it. We love it. We love working with anybody that wants to work with us.
That's good. That's good. But it's also good to see that the community, everyone's coming together for a good cause. But since we are on air and we have some listeners who can't be able to attend the workshops that you guys are going to be doing and screening, can you tell us some of the biggest no-nos for the food that, of course, are the number one killers or the number one cause of diabetes? It's good just to run, I don't know, maybe 5 or top 3 in Samoa.
So with diabetes, you would never say like you can't have anything. Like,
Okay.
right? Everyone, food's good. We talked about it already, right? Food is good for us. But the big thing is we want to try and eat healthy most of the time, right?
Yes.
So it's not saying that we can't have food, but maybe we make that portion a little bit smaller, right?
Yes.
If we like, that taro or that rice, maybe we just make that portion a little bit smaller. And then we fill our plates with other healthy things, right? Good, healthy proteins. We want probably half that plate to be like good, healthy greens, vegetables, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Right. And then, again, that taro or that rice or those things, some of those breads, you can still have those. You just maybe have a smaller portion, maybe like a quarter of your plate.
Okay.
And then you're going to have a dessert or you want something a little bit sweet.
Something sweet.
That's totally fine. But we probably don't want to do it after every meal, every day.
yeah.
We just want to kind of limit that a little bit. And again, all those things that you guys are used to eating, your cultural foods, right?
Yeah.
We can still have those. We just may want to just watch the portion size would be the big thing, and then making sure we're getting those vegetables in.
Just decrease it a little bit. Well, I'm not one to talk, as a former athlete myself.
I think the important thing to remember is what Nate was saying and what Puka said. We're modifying is all we're asking for.
Yeah.
That's all that needs to happen, right? You can Samoa on Sunday, eat the normal portions, but
Yep.
then Monday through Saturday, just cut back a few, just a little bit.
Yeah.
And still enjoy the family and the meal on Sunday, because that's the meal day. So.
And I think one of the other things, as touch base with Puka, is movement, going for a walk afterwards. That is very rare in Samoa to go for a walk after you eat. There's a reason why we eat on the floor, right? Because right after you eat, grab a pillow, and then you go to sleep, which is the truth. But of course, that's one of the things that we tend to miss out is, movement. Movement is medicine. And as I said, it's been a while. If I hadn't had an ingrown nail, I would be moving all the time. But it's very nice. It's very nice that we're talking about this and discussing this, and of course, trying to better and not only strengthen the bond of Samoa and of course the work that you guys do, but of course trying to save lives, because it is a very serious thing. And it's very unfortunate that Samoa, the Pacifica, is one of the the guinea pigs of all these products coming through, and the kids love it because it's sugar, not only soft drinks, junk food. It's becoming real bad out there, but it's good that we talk about it and we make noise and we let people know that, hey, this is not the right thing. We should and can do better. And speaking of doing better, of course, future and call to action, what upcoming events should we know about? Because you guys have screening happening today. Mole?
Yeah, we are going to be screening today down at Apia Pharmacy,
Okay.
and just across from CoinSafe.
Apia Pharmacy, yeah.
Yeah, and we'll be there from 8 until 2 screening. We'll be there today and Wednesday.
Today and Wednesday,
And
yes.
then we'll be down here in the village behind Eyespy.
Okay,
On Tuesday
Yeah.
at another pharmacy there.
Sweet. So this is open to anybody,
Anybody. And it's free.
and it's free, absolutely free.
Yep.
No appointment necessary. Just show up.
Just show up.
Yeah, we just want everybody to show up. Just show up.
So it's today and Wednesday, and
Downtown.
downtown Apia Pharmacy today.
Yep. And then we'll be in the village here.
Also today,
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay. So you heard it, guys. Ole asoluma le solulu downtown Apia Pharmacy. Le fanga sole foi tato screening be fa fiasiaki. Foi ia lausunga le fa mai le o suka downtown Apia Pharmacy from sanga itonu lava male plaza. And of course, how can do you guys have a Facebook page? You guys are online that people can connect you with from Mole, Troy?
We do actually. We have Facebook page and Instagram, and it's just Healthy Samoa.
Healthy Samoa.
Healthy
That's it.
Samoa. Yep. And we're excited. We started with we started that Facebook page 2 months ago,
Yeah.
3 months ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 months ago.
2 months ago, and we had I
We
think
had 100
followers.
Yeah.
And now we have almost
Almost 14.
1,400 followers in just 2 months. So
That's good. Yeah.
yeah, so we're excited. We're excited to get the word out. We're going to do a lot of things with that Facebook page. So if people want to follow Healthy Samoa and learn some things, we're going to start posting some recipes
Yeah.
that deal with health with Samoan ingredients. That'll be
Yes.
good for you, and some exercises, some ways to get active.
Yeah.
We'll be posting that all through the year, whether we're here or not, on Facebook and Instagram, so they can follow that.
That's good, guys. Healthy Samoa. Make sure you follow us online. And what are the final messages that we have? Your final question is, how can Samoans abroad support health efforts back home?
Well, we have a crowdfunding page.
Yeah.
And we'll get that address because it's a long
Yeah.
URL. But those abroad that want to help, help fund some of our activities, help pay for lab tests and things that we do here.
Yeah.
They can easily donate to it, and we'll put that online on the YouTube page.
Don't miss out, guys. Everything we're going to find online before we put out our final question. Of course, just asking 𝐸𝐢𝐻𝐸 Puka one more time. So Puka, this is your first time in Samoa?
My first time. It has been absolutely awesome. We went to the trench the other day and getting to see, just when we've been driving through all the villages, of seeing everybody. I mentioned the physical activity. Obviously, I like to run, and I haven't ever played rugby before, but seeing all the kids playing rugby, the physical activity, everybody, the volleyball nets everywhere. And everybody's walking. They got nice, strong feet. Everybody with the sandals and the slippers are sometimes they're bare feet, but I'm like, I know they got nice, strong feet. So the ability to use physical activity is something that has always helped me in my life try to stay healthy, but then also allowed me to bring other people into what I do. My family, trying to go on family walks, going to play volleyball at the park or things like that. And it's a family activity, but also is allowing you to be one step healthier. So I think that's something that I know the Polynesian culture, everybody's always. I've seen so many kids with rugby balls. Somebody's gonna have to teach me, but I want to be out there because you can get your family out there, and you can be one step healthier by moving around.
Well, it's good to have you back home, Muso. It's good to have you back in the 685. And of course, putting out our last question, if you could leave one final message with our listeners today, what would it be?
I think it would be to come see us at the clinics today and on Wednesday. Come bring your family, tell your family, bring your kids to come out and get tested, so you have the awareness to know what you need to do next. I think that's the biggest thing. We're trying to bring awareness to the issue that is here, but then also once you have that information, you know what the steps are needed to take next. And here at Healthy Samoa, we're going to be happy to see you when you come over, and we're going to give you the tools and the information you need to get healthier.
That's right, guys. One more time. 𝐸𝐢𝐻𝐸 Puka Nakua, NFL pro football player for the Los Angeles Rams. Big whaftai lava to Nate, diabetes educator, Sean Bennett, program co-director, and Troy Nelson, program co-director for Healthy Samoa. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for being here, and all the best with your busy day today. Whawhitai.
Thank you. Whawhitai.